Bluegrass Chefs. We're here at AZUR Restaurant and Patio in Lexington, Kentucky. This place is getting national attention, and it's easy to see why.
It's great, yes.
The food is nothing you've seen or tasted before.
We're definitely doing something more adventurous.
It's wonderful food, and the atmosphere is always great.
We do have very intricate entrees. They're interesting. We try to mystify people when they look at the menu, but still not need a dictionary to get through it.
Chef Jeremy Ashby is in charge of the kitchen, and when it comes to creativity, his ideas are seemingly endless.
They not only have good food, but it's presented beautifully.
I usually go for the duck, something that everything is excellent.
Now, Chef, you have a fantastic duck recipe, I understand.
Absolutely. The duck has been on the menu since the get-go. It's got a dramatic presentation, very mystical, and uses a lot of ingredients that you don't see every day.
The chefs at AZUR love cooking with duck, and they always spend the extra time breaking down the whole bird, letting nothing go to waste. Even the scraps are used to make fresh stock. And for the next dish, the chef will serve both a duck breast and a duck leg.
The leg has been braised for hours, so it's succulent and soft, full of sake and plum sauce. Really, really amazing.
The duck breast is seasoned with salt and pepper and seared on high heat. That's the secret to drawing out all the fat and flavor.
Skin side down.
Skin side down.
That's where you want to start. Get the skin extra crispy. We usually will, sear one side, then flip it over, then put it back on its skin side and throw this guy in the oven so it roasts in the pan. While
the duck cooks in the oven, the chef will saute a variety of Kentucky-grown ingredients that will put an Asian twist to this dish.
Luckily, around here we have local shiitake mushrooms. We have a local grower that grows baby bok choy. So a lot of the stuff is just right from up the road. In fact, AZUR was Kentucky proud from the day we opened. I'd say 30% of our produce right now is local. It's actually even just a couple miles up the road. So we're really proud about that.
From the farm to the fork, Kentucky proud. Love it.
So we're going to start with the old garlic again and shallots. Right into the shiitake mushroom. We want everything moving very quickly. Very, very quick cooking process.
It is almost like the wok stir-fry process.
Exactly.
Just keep things moving, keep it going, and keep it stirred.
Little fresh lo mein noodle and peanut. We like to add the baby bok choy, just the wilt at the end. And then a homemade little ginger soy broth, which I'll give you a recipe for later. Deglaze the pan and kind of cook that in, stir-fry that in. Duck breast is coming out of the oven. See, we got that nice crust on the top, on the skin.
It even got a little more crispier in the oven. That actually kind of finished it off a little bit, right, Chef?
Exactly.
And now, the duck leg that's been braised for hours in plum sauce and sake.
Nice and steaming. It's got a great plum glaze on the top. All the ginger and herbs are still intact. The lo mein being the base. Try not to make too much of a mess in the pan. But all the great fresh vegetables, the crunchy peanuts, the shiitakes. It's a really, really neat accompaniment. Twist the noodles up a little bit to kind of build up a little bit of height.
And then the braised duck leg.
It just falls right off the bone because it's been cooked for a couple hours, braised in the oven with lots of sake. The duck breast will slice very thin, kind of fan it around. We usually garnish this with a little plum chutney, which we make here, just a little bit of rice wine vinegar, fresh plums, a little bit of sugar, nice little relish on top, lots of color too. Touch of snow peas for some more color. Usually a couple little flowers.
Now check this out. It's what you could call the gourmet version of secondhand smoke.
Got this little cold smoker we have here. We do this right before the dish goes out. We'll add green tea leaves to the little pod there, turn on our switch, and then flame it up. And if you notice, we're going to start getting a lot of smoke. And we'll cap this off. Let this fill up nicely.
This is the secondhand smoke you were talking to us about?
Exactly. Makes for a really dramatic presentation. And after it sits on there for a little while, it really imparts some really cool flavors. So that's going to go to the table, smoking, and
so when
really impressive the customer.
When it arrives?
When it arrives, we'll lift up the lid. The smoke will come to your face.
get your taste buds ready to go. All of a sudden I get the smoke, I'm going to dive in. That looks great. Absolutely fantastic,
Great.
Chef.
Thanks a
Incredible stuff. Chef, that's a wow factor.
We definitely like the wow factor. We want you to have a really fun time. That's most important.